Hey, notary buddies, it is marketing day. We will be focusing solely on marketing today, and it is your boy Ladero Wharf with the Notary Know-How Georgia, where I share my mobile notary journey with you guys in the state of Georgia. In addition, I also share on this channel some businesses that are adjacent to the mobile notary business, such as apostille facilitation and field inspections, and every now and then I may sprinkle in some of those wedding officiant business services that I do offer. And you know what? In addition, I will be sharing some real life situations with you guys, because guess what? There's not enough of that being shared on these social platforms. So as I mentioned a moment ago, we are going to be focusing on marketing today. As you guys can see, I am in the car just because I had to drop off some documents over at the UPS store. That's just, right. Can you see it? There's GameStop, UPS. There we go. There we go. I had to drop off some documents at the UPS store. It was the authentications I was working on yesterday for the states of Illinois and Wisconsin. Yeah, Wisconsin, Illinois. And also I had a few other documents I need to get shipped out. Completely different situation. Hold on, camera's still not straight, or it's gonna pop out of the holder. There we go. And also, what was I saying? Oh, let's do a quick check-in. Yesterday and the day before, I'll make sure I get that video uploaded for you guys. I did do a drop-in for marketing. If you guys watched yesterday's video, you'll see that. I did a drop-in for marketing. There is a new 55 and older community that's being built like less than 5 minutes, approximately 5 minutes from my house. Let's call it that, because if I hit both of the red lights, the traffic lights, it'll take me 5 minutes to get there. So there's a new community being built. Right now they're in pre-leasing mode, so there's no residents moved in. There's still a ton of construction. And I stopped by yesterday to just introduce myself and offer my services to the community before residents are even there. And I do plan on stopping in I need to decide, what was yesterday? Wednesday. So I guess I can say I'll stop in every Wednesday, every week, at least for the next, month, the next 4 to 6 weeks, whatever it is, just so the staff can get accustomed to my face. And also they gave me some cards, they're paying $1,000 referral fee. So if I find a resident that actually, moves in, they'll give me $1,000. And also I talked about doing a few community days. And I think I mentioned this in a previous video. My stuff is all over the place right now. My brain, that is. I did stop, not yesterday, but the day before. Was the day before? Whatever it was this week. Let's say this week. I went over I had an appointment over at one of the assisted living facilities, and this place just happens to be 3 of them right in a row. And what I did was, once I got there, introduced myself, I was being I was being me. And then at the front desk, because I was signing in, because I did have to sign in to go into the facility, I asked if there's a events coordinator that I can connect with. They are actually called the the card's in my bag. They're called the Life Enjoyment Coordinator or something like that. And so I connected with this person. Luckily, it was the same person that I was talking to. And, I was joking because when I walked in, it was almost lunchtime. And they were like, oh, as soon as you're done with this, let me know and we'll take our lunch. You're going to be taking lunch together. And I was like, oh, where are we going for lunch? Right? Just being me. And they're like, oh, I wish we were actually doing lunch. We're actually going to go shopping to buy something for this party that we committed to go to. And I was like, okay. But I was like, so you guys won't even get to eat? That's not cool. They're like, no, we already snuck some food. I'm like, okay. So, we just kept going back and forth like that. And then eventually I was like, hey, what I'm here to see, because these people know their residents. Every single resident of the community, they know. Trust me, they know. I did this kind of work. You know your residents. And I just tell them who I was there to see. And I was like, you know what, before I go up, because I am a little bit early, this is what I was thinking. I would love to connect with the events coordinator, blah, blah, blah. I told you that part already. And I would love to do a notarization day for the community, where I'll come in and we'll get, if it's going to be once a month or every 2 weeks or whatever it is, we'll work it out, where I'll come in and I will just host a notary day for the residents, where they can just bring their documents. We'll get them notarized. It will be up to like a 75% discount. I just threw that number out. I can always adjust my prices, so it can be 75% discount. You guys heard in the second video where I visited the second location where I actually recorded it, I told them that we can do, like, my normal price is $65 and up. I think that's what I said, 65 and up. But, you know, if we're doing a community day, then, you know, it's a give back day. I'm going to only charge them 25 bucks, right? I may even do some of them for free. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. So that's something I'll work through. And the exciting thing was those 3 locations that were in a row. She's the fun event it's called the event coordinator, right? Whatever, I can't remember the title. But she's for 2 of the buildings because they're owned by the same company, and the third one's completely separate, which I'm always over there anyway, because I've always gone to the 2 outside ones. That was my first time going to the one in the middle. And so it was good. So hopefully this will be a good connection. Not gonna say hopefully. I will work on making this a fantastic connection for my business. Again, because then we'll be looking at volume, right? Instead of the onesies, twosies, charging the 85, 95 to go there and get these documents done, I can work purely on volume. Because if that's the case, is I only do 1, and let's just call it 75, right? Because I'm feeling generous or whatever it is. They have their own witnesses, so I don't charge extra. So that's 1 appointment once every 2 weeks at one of these facilities, versus if I go in and do volume, all I have to do is 4 in the same day. And a lot of times, because they're assisted living facilities, there's not dire situations going on and things like that. It's not hospice care, right? They just need a little assistance just in case they slip and fall, but they're still pretty, you know, they can still maintain their own places and all that kind of stuff. So I can work on volume, and all I have to do is get 3, and I've made the same amount of money in 1 day that it takes me every 2 weeks. I get a call, you know, from one of the clients or residents there or their family members. So that's what I'm going to be working on. You know, let's work on that and make it a solid game plan. So that's going to be somewhat of what I'm going to be doing today. I guess I'll call and follow up with the event coordinators, but mostly I will, when I get back over to my desk, I'm really close to home because UPS is, everything's like 10 minutes within, because I'm downtown Lawrenceville, so everything is really close to where I need to go, except for FedEx. FedEx is a little bit further, and I prefer FedEx. But anyway, let's not get off on that. Turn this AC back on. It's warm up in here. 79 degrees already. I didn't tell you guys what time it is. It is currently 9:45. 9:45 because this clock's fast. So it is already hot this morning. Let's start rolling. But yeah, I'm gonna be working on some more marketing. Like I said in a previous video, I need to get back, focus on getting my posting scheduled and things like that. Because all I was talking about was estate planning. Oh my gosh, I was talking about estate planning, advanced healthcare directive types things, you know, and there's something else because I switched away from doing so many loan signings. So that's all I was marketing on my social platforms on Google and LinkedIn and all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of like all the calls I've been getting. So I'm happy about that because I do charge significantly more for those. So I'm going to get back to making some more of those posts, recycling a few of my posts, because I think I did like 6 to 8 weeks of posting and got it all scheduled. And it ran out because I was checking today, and it's been about a week to maybe 2 weeks, depending on the platform, that I ran out of stuff that's not posting right now. So I'm going to work on getting that done today. And just depends. Like, I may take you guys behind the scenes so you can see it. I may not. We'll see. Because when I do the behind the scenes, I just rather do it live than versus recording it. Because then I have to do a lot of editing, and then you guys will just never get the videos. So I'll chat with you guys later when I get back to my office. Bye, ya. Hey, Notary buddies. I just want to give you guys a quick check-in. It is currently 7:08 p.m. and I am headed out the door in the next few minutes to go to work. But I want to let you guys know exactly what I was working on today. And from what I told you guys I was going to be doing, you know, working on a ton of marketing, that mostly did not happen when I made it home. So I made it home. I did, you know, start making lunch, and that I forgot about it. It was on the stove, you know, automatically turned off or whatever. And just hours and hours have passed. But this is what I was working on. I did come to my desk with the intentions of starting on marketing. And I started playing, of course, with ChatGPT. And I've been working on a few different things. You know what? I'm not set up on my computer to show you guys, but let me turn this camera around so I can share with you guys something. Alrighty, so now we have this turned around as best as I can. I need to hurry up and get moved so I can unpack my tripods and all that kind of stuff. But today I did work on a few things that you guys can see here. I have, maybe you guys can't see it because we're not, can I zoom in? There we go. I was looking at creating social media posts, and now that we're all zoomed in, what I was specifically looking to do is, I don't know if you guys have realized that there are, we're on Facebook, right? We already talked about this before with certain ads on Facebook and why they're so attractive. And, a lot of us who just bought stuff off of Facebook, courses and whatnot. One of the things that I'm doing right now is going back through the book, and I don't have it. I'll do this again tomorrow with all the stuff because we have no apostilles that we need to go live with. But there's the one book, a few books actually by Russell Brunson and also Alex Hormozy that just teaches people how to write a good, make good content, right? With this thing called the hook, story, and the offer. And so what I was working on today was just having my friend ChatGPT help me create some social media posts where I'm making sure that I talk about the target audience and what matters to them most. And I want to make sure that I'm focusing on what's the hook to catch them, right? I want to look on I misspelled a few things. I want to work on the framework with a hook, story, and offer. And he gave me a few ideas, right? Just talk about a few of these things, how to grab someone's attention and how to open with the story and all that kind of stuff. So if you guys are watching me on or follow me on my business social media, not so much the notary know-how, you guys will start seeing a lot more of my posts in this format. Maybe a lot for somebody to read, whatever, but the right type of person, right type of client will read that. I know you guys can't see anything. I'll redo it again later and it'll resonate with them, right? A few other things that I was working on today. I say working on just because I was not able to get a lot of it done. I started working on a apostille marketing email as well. And also this is what took up the most of my time, doing talking about unconventional notary marketing tactics and tips and all this kind of stuff. So my intention behind starting this, I don't know, I'm just gonna turn this back around. Hopefully I'm in the camera the right way, because then I'll turn it around one more time. That looks crooked, but you know what? This is what we got. There we go. Maybe now that's straight, because I can't see myself now. But my intention with this was to start documenting all of the marketing tactics that I've tried, that I'm trying right now, that I've had some success with, ones that I had zero success with. I just want to start documenting that and then sharing it with you guys as my notary buddies. Again, this is not only for my notary stuff. This is also tactics that I tried in previous businesses that have worked really well for me, or didn't work at all. But I'm also trying to make take a spin on it to make it fit in the notary space. So instead of turning into a list, instead of being a list, which I intended it to be, it turned out to be this whole thing. And hopefully I'm still in the camera or not too close to the camera. It is what it is, because I got to go. But this is let me turn the camera back around again. Y'all don't judge my messy office. But this is kind of what it turned into. I started making a list, and of course I wanted to make it look nice after I was making a list, and it turned into this thing right here, which I'm just gonna go ahead and make an ebook. Seriously, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it up, make it an ebook for you guys. So I got through the first 2 chapters, which is, chapter 1 is gonna be about understanding the basics, right? So we understand what marketing is and what it is not. Kind of a deal. Just nothing too crazy, nothing too deep. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I was trying to keep this short and not crazy long. And if people like it, then I can definitely expand upon it, because these are things that I've learned over the years and just been too lazy to implement in my notary business. But in other businesses, I've paid people $20,000+ a year, per year, for multiple years, to teach me these tactics, and I'm just being too lazy to implement them. Oh, y'all see this? Look, keeping it real. I need to pay for Canva because my payment was due today and it failed because I moved all my money over to savings, so nothing comes out of my account without my authorization, right? The checking account. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is. So I need to move money back over and pay bills, which is tomorrow, which is what I do on Fridays. Anyway, so we have chapter 1. We're going to be looking at understanding the basics. You know what? Let me just look at this page right here. So we have, so far it's going to be 6 chapters to this ebook. We're going to be doing understanding the basics, the power of being known. This is about building your brand, unconventional marketing tactics. And this is not something that's going to blow the roof off of, blow your brains or whatever, blow the roof off the house. This is stuff that we just don't do in the notary space that other spaces do, and they do it very well. So I've been bringing this into the notary space, and there's a few of my notary buddies that every time I talk to them, like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm looking into another niche. I'm looking into an adjacent market or a completely different market, seeing what they're doing, how they're marketing, and pulling those tactics into the notary space and trying to make it fit the best that I can. Not always successful, but I just want to open up and share that with you guys as well. So unconventional marketing tactics, testing and measuring success, because this is the thing. I think a lot of us, myself, let me speak about me. I do a lot of things and I have no idea in the past if they worked or if they're working or if they're bombing. I go off of a gut feeling. So I'm going to actually put something together for you guys, stuff that I've been using lately and previous businesses too, to help track my success, to know if something actually really works. Let's see, we have budgeting and time management as well. This is more so budgeting for your marketing. So it's not like budgeting for the whole business, just keeping a marketing budget and time management. Right? This kind of stuff reminds me, let's turn this back around real quick. This kind of stuff reminds me that I need to stay on top of things, where I'm going to be talking about time management. And I got so off track today doing all this other stuff versus specifically focusing on marketing, right? My business. And again, that's going to be stuff on social media, Google platforms, LinkedIn, things like that. I can knock that out pretty easily within 30 minutes or so. This was far more exciting for me, so I'm doing this first. And I will, since I'm off tomorrow, I have all day that I can work on this type of stuff, right? In and out, in and in between my notary appointments. I don't have to call it quits early to get to work. And then the last topic, let's turn this back around here. Sorry guys about the camera movement, is trends and opportunities. This is something I think is extremely important because the notary business, I've seen so many individuals talk about it or make like hypotheses, I guess you want to say, but let's put this down. Sorry, turn it around one more time. I try to turn it slowly. But I've seen posts in the notary groups where people talking about, hey, I'm not getting this kind of work or I'm not getting that kind of work. And they're not understanding that the notary business is cyclical, just like every business. There's times where you will get more type of notary work than others, right? And so what I want to do is just go through my data, also question, ask a lot of the community members, what are they seeing during, these 2 months, these 3 months, this 4-month period, this 6-month period, right? Because some of them do overlap, but there's definitely some times where you don't. Let me take an example, give you guys an example. School forms. There's a certain part of the year in my business that school form business absolutely dries up and it goes away. And I don't see another one of those bad boys for like 7 months. But then after that period, I get a school form like every 20 minutes, it seems, like 3-4 times a day. 3 to 4 times a day has been the busiest. And then there can be like 2 to 3 times a week, right? So in a week, any given week during the busy season of school forms, I can get 10 of those done in a week. And then for their 7 months out of the year where I get 0 done. So anyway, I just want to talk about something like that, showing you guys where the trends that I've seen, and also again, asking the community, and also opportunities that may be coming up on the horizon for you guys to participate in. So that's it. That's what I want to talk about today. It's 7:20 now. I'm about to go ahead and go to work. That way I can be there by 7:45, put my couple hours in, and then get out of there so I can start my weekend, if you will, start my off days, so I can focus on running my business without distraction. I will chat with my notary buddies, you guys, a little bit later. Bye guys.